What's up guys, welcome back. Now I know it's the beginning of the year and a lot of us have health aspirations. We probably got a ton of chicken breast in the freezer. When you get tired of all that meal prep, I have the perfect recipe for you to utilize that chicken breast. Today I'm gonna show you how to make this delicious chicken Philly cheesesteak. Now I'm not sure if this is exactly how they do it in Philly, but I do know my Philly friends in the comments will let me know. Before we get into the recipe, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right guys, meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen. First things first, let's talk about the protein. Here we have some chicken breast, boneless, skinless. You can do this with chicken thighs too if you want. But again, a lot of us have chicken breast in the freezer that I'm sure just sits in there because you don't know exactly what you want to do with it. Today I got you covered. We got some white hoagie rolls. You can use whatever you like. Wheat's fine. You can throw this in a low carb wrap for my folks that are trying to stick to the diet. We got a little worst word in the world sauce. Of course, the dynamic duo. We've got mayo, garlic, onions and peppers, and plenty of provolone cheese. All right guys, so there's no right or wrong way to do this. You wanna prep your onions and your bell peppers. Obviously you wanna remove the seeds from the bell pepper, chop them down to equal size pieces. That way they cook at the same rate. You don't wanna have some big pieces and some small pieces because they'll be at different levels of doneness. Same thing for the onions, just chop them down into equal size pieces as well. Try to match them up with your peppers the best you can. Real simple stuff, nice rough chop is all you gotta do. And they're gonna cook down a bit in the skillet anyway. Now as always guys, if you don't like bell peppers, you can leave them out of the recipe. If you wanna add some mushrooms to the mix, you can definitely do that as well, jalapenos. Really, you can customize your sandwich however you want. That's the beauty of it being your kitchen, you make the rules. All right guys, so again today we're using boneless, skinless chicken breast. A quick pro tip is to pop this in the freezer for a little bit so it gets nice and firm. Second pro tip is to have a nice sharp knife to make easy work of this chicken breast. You're gonna make thin slices, just like so. If you freeze it good enough, you can use a mandolin if you want, just protect your fingers with those. And just want to cut these down into bite-sized pieces. You can make them as big or as small as you want to. Real simple, good use of chicken breast. So once you have your chicken breast sliced down into bite-sized pieces, we're gonna add it to our mixing bowl where we're gonna season it up. I guess you could do that on the cutting board if you don't want to make too many dishes, but gotta have something for my wife to complain about when she gets home, right? All right, my friends, now it's time to bring the flavor. We're going down with some all-purpose seasoning. If you don't have mine, guys, use whatever you got at home, whatever your favorite all-purpose seasoning is. Or you can make a quick blend of salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder, a little cayenne if you want a little spice. Really can season it however you like. Can't go wrong. A little McCormick's chicken seasoning will work if you got that in the pantry. Or, like I'm doing today, a little hot AP and some original AP. Get in there with your hands and just massage that in. Make sure that there's an even application of seasoning on your chicken. You just really can't go wrong with this combination right here. All right guys, so you can't have a sandwich without some bread. Today we're using a white hoagie roll. I like to toast mine, that way it holds up to the sandwich. You got plenty of peppers and chicken and cheese on there, so gotta have a little bit of toasted bread. Use your serrated blade to cut the bread open like so. You don't want to cut it all the way, so let your hands do the rest of the work. That'll give a nice little pocket or pouch for your filling to go into. We're gonna add some butter to this skillet, get some good color on the bread. All right, so once you have about a tablespoon or so of good quality butter melted in your skillet, you wanna press down, make sure that bread's making good surface area contact the best you can. Looks like mine's not gonna fit all that great, but we're gonna make it work, or make it happen, I should say. Just press down. You're gonna allow that to toast, get some beautiful color, absorb that butter and flavor. All right, let's take a peek, see how we're looking. As you can see, we got some good color. The bread's absorbed that butter. So I'm just gonna get this out of there, make room for the veggies. Beautifully toasted hoagie roll. Now, strictly for health purposes, we got another tablespoon of butter in there. Gonna add a little avocado oil as well, about a teaspoon or two. Then in come the peppers and onions. Again, guys, if you don't like peppers, you can leave them out. You could add jalapenos to it. You could add mushrooms, really whatever you like. We're just gonna get in there and toss them around in that butter until they soften up, get nice and tender for us. Add a little garlic to the party, because why the hell not? Can't go wrong with a little garlic and butter. Always remember to season as you go. We're going down with a little all-purpose seasoning here and some garlic paste once the veggies get a little head start. About 4 to 5 minutes should be long enough for these to get nice and tender. In comes the garlic we're talking about a tablespoon or so of that. If you want to make this spicy, again guys, you can go cayenne pepper, red pepper flakes, jalapenos, Fresno chilies. Get crazy, make it your own. After you make it a couple times, it's a perfect time to switch up the ingredients a little bit, give it a little additional extra or different flavor. That's really the beauty about cooking. Once you have a couple recipes in your tool belt, you can start adding different flavor profiles to those recipes. That way you don't get tired of them. So once your veggies are cooked down, we're gonna go ahead and grab a spoon, remove the veggies, and we're gonna cook our chicken. All this is done in the same skillet, guys. Super easy cleanup. Quick and easy recipe. All right guys, so the goal here is to get some good color on your thinly sliced chicken. So you want our heat on medium high. This stuff cooks really quickly since it's so thinly sliced, but you don't want to just dump it in there. I mean, you could. It's just gonna turn kind of like a gray or whitish color. I want a nice golden brown on my chicken so it looks visually appealing, and that crust is gonna add some additional flavor. And do it in 2 batches if you have to. You just wanna get some. All right, so what I was talking about earlier, if you just throw it all in there at once, your chicken's gonna look like this rather than that. Look at that beautiful, crispy, golden brown color. Tons of flavor there, nice texture as well. That's what separates a good sandwich from a great sandwich, guys. A little extra patience. All right, so once our second batch of chicken is done, we're gonna add the first batch back plus any accumulated flavor in there, no flavor left behind. Then we're gonna bring in the worst word in the world sauce, just to kick up the flavor a little bit more. About a tablespoon of that. Then we're going in with our veggies. Then we'll just mix everything together. We're gonna increase the heat, cook off any of that water or steam, get that out of there so there's no liquid at the bottom of your skillet. And then we'll add our cheese and make a sandwich. Now for good measure and a pop of color, we're going in with a little fresh chopped parsley just to liven everything up in there. Give that a mix. Man, this smells good. Look at that, guys. Now at this point, guys, I like to go ahead and separate them. Start adding our cheese. Once that cheese melts, it'll be time to eat. All right, my friends, we're approaching the finish line. At this point, you can add whatever your mayo or sauce of choice is. For me, you guys know this is a Duke's mayonnaise household. And we also like to go both sides of the bun. So just spread that on there. Add as much or as little as you like. Nobody wants a dry sandwich though. So for my people out there that don't like mayo, what exactly are you putting on your sandwiches? Let me know in the comments. Whatever it is, it's not better than Duke's mayonnaise, but we'll let you live today. There we go. Once we got that spread on there nice and even, we're gonna take our spatula and fill this bad boy with as much of this delicious chicken cheesesteak as we can fit between the bread. Look at that. I think this is the part where I say brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. Man, that does look. All right, guys, now it's time for my favorite part of the job, the moment of truth. Going in for the taste test. That was a soft one. That looked like a pump fake. Quick and easy for dinner tonight. I've got just the thing. Today I'll be showing you, I keep saying for dinner tonight and then today is throwing me off.